Hello guys, I am Zoologist AK and welcome back to the topic that is axis and pattern formation in case of amphibians. And in this video I am going to talk about the formation of anterior and posterior axis, that is the formation of head and the tail region or the trunk region in case of the amphibians. So let's begin with me. So let's understand the regional specificity of neural induction that induce the anterior and posterior axis formation. If we are talking about vertebrates, as we know that the amphibians are vertebrates, the most important phenomena along the anterior and posterior axis is the regional specificity. Regional specificity of the neural structure that are produced during gastrulation. The organizers, as we know, the blastopore lip play a role. The dorsal part of the blastopore lip play a role of organizer that induced embryogenesis. So the organizer tissue not only induce the neural tube, it also specify the regions of neural tube. So in this picture, in both of these picture, I'm going to discuss the regional and the temporal specificity of induction. Here the regional specificity of induction and temporal specificity of induction was shown. Was demonstrated by Hilde Mangold and husband and Otto Mangold in 1933. He transplanted four successive regions of Architeron roof. Four successive regions of Architeron roof. Architeron, that is the future gut. As we can see here, Architeron roof portion transplanted into early gastrula of Triturus. The resulting embryo developed secondary dorsal structure, as we can see here. As we can see in here the head with balancers is developed. If we see, when this Architeron root portion was transplanted into the early gastrula embryo of Triturus, head with balancers, eyes and forebrain developed. And in this region, when this transplantation occurred, posterior part of head, diencephalon and otic vesicles are appeared. And we can see in this diagram that some trunk tail segment is developed after transplantation. So this shows the regional specificity of induction. And here we can see the temporal specificity of induction. In this picture we can see that young dorsal lip, that is the organizer or new coop center, which will form the anterior posture of the organizer, induced anterior dorsal structure when transplanted into early nude gastrula. And older, if we transfer older dorsal lip into early nude gastrula, that more posterior structure is formed. So this regional and temporal specificity of induction shows that the first cells of the organizer to enter the embryo induce the formation of brains and head, while those cells that form the dorsal lip of later stage embryo induce the cells above them to become spinal cord and tail. So we came to a question here: what are the molecules being secreted by these organizers in a regional fashion, such that the first cell involuting through the blastopore lip endomesodome induce the head structure, but next portion of innovulating mesodome, that is the notochord, produce trunk structure. What are the elements or molecules? Let us understand that distinguish the formation of this head and tail or posterior region. First of all, let us talk about the head inducer. The most anterior region of head and brain is induced by underlying notochord, that is the notochord mesoderms, and a precaudal plate mesoderm, that is the head itself, and the pharyngeal endoderms. So this pharyngeal endoderm will secrete Cerberus, Dickoff, and Frisbee. FRZB is known as Frisbee and Tiki and insulin like growth factors. These Dickoff, Frisbee, Tiki and insulin growth factor is also secreted by precaudal plate mesoderms. So these are will block the vent, but this Cerberus is that is secreted by pharyngeal endoderm only, will block vent and nodal related protein. Then this precaudal plate mesoderm also secrete codeine and noggin. So insulin like growth factor, codeine and noggin will also block this BMP, bone morphogenetic proteins, and this is also blocked by Cerberus too. And notochordal mesoderms will secrete codeine, noggin, follistatins. This will block bone morphogenetic proteins. So to the form the head and brain, this vent and BMP, bone morphogenetic proteins, need to be blocked, and these are blocked by codeine, noggin, follistatin, Cerberus, and insulin growth factors. And Dickoff, Cerberus, Frisbee, and insulin growth factor will block the vent. If these both paracrine signaling molecules, that are BMP and vent, is blocked by these antagonists, then head and brain will form normally. But if this BMP is only blocked by noggin, codeine, and follistatin, Cerberus, and insulin growth factor, and vent is not blocked, then trunk and spinal cord result in the formation. But when this BMP and vent is not blocked by this paracrine signaling antagonist, then the epidermis will form. As we get to know about this Cerberus, that it block this BMP and result in the formation of head. Some other two proteins, that are Frisbee and Dickoff, were found to be synthesized in the innovulating mesoderm. And Frisbee, FRZB, Frisbee is a small soluble form of frizzled, frizzled is a vent receptor that is capable of binding the vent protein in solution. Frisbee is synthesized predominantly in endomesoderm. Cell that are present beneath the prospective brain. If embryos made to synthesize excess of this FRZB, then vent signaling fail to occur throughout the embryo. Such embryo lack ventral posterior structure and become all head. The Dickoff. If I talk about the Dickoff uh, protein, it also appear to interact directly with vent receptors, preventing vent signaling. Injection of antibodies against this Dickoff cause the resulting embryo to have small deformed head with no forebrain. Two other organizer protein, that are Tiki and Notum. Recently found to bind to this vent protein during gastrulation. Tiki not only prevent vent binding to their receptor, it also cleaves this vent to render it non-functional. Tiki is synthesized primarily in the anterior region of the organizer, that is the dorsal blastopore lip, and crucial for head formation in case of gymnopus. So here we are clear that inhibition of vent enables head formation. So here in this picture we can see the injected Cerberus mRNA into a single D4. D4 is the ventral vegetal blastoma cells of 32 cell Xenopus embryo. Will induce head structure as well as duplicate heart and liver. The secondary eye, a single cyclopic eye and olfactory placode can be readily seen in this picture. Because XWNT 8 is capable to ventralize the mesoderm and preventing anterior head formation in the ectoderm. So it forms here. In this picture we can see that FRZB, that is frisbee protein, is secreted by the anterior region of the organizer. It must bound to the X vent 8 before that inducer can bind to its receptor. So before binding X vent 8 to its receptor, frisbee bind to this X vent 8 and inhibit its binding to the receptor. Frisbee resemble the vent binding domain. Frisbee resemble the vent binding protein, vent binding domain of the vent receptor. But frisbee is a soluble molecule. Soluble molecule. This is the vent receptor frisbee proteins, and these are the frisbee that resemble the vent binding protein, and due to this X vent 8 will bind to the frisbee, and the vent receptor frisbee protein complex will form. Here we can see that the X vent 8 is made throughout the marginal zone of the embryo. A double in situ hybridization localizing frisbee in the dark skin is shown in this picture here. Dark stain and cordine, reddish stain here show the presence of cordine. The frisbee mRNA is transcribed in the head endomesoderm of the organizer, but not in the notochord where codine is expressed. And this shows the antagonist behavior of frisbee dichotomy towards vent signaling molecules. So due to this antagonistic behavior had result in the formation in case of amphibian embryo. Then coming on the trunk patterning. Vent signaling and retinoic acid play major role in the formation of trunk in case of amphibian embryo. Here the vent protein, especially vent 8, it play major role in posterizing the molecules of the embryo. In Xenopus, an endogenous gradient of vent signaling and beta catenin is the highest in the posterior and absent in the anterior region of the embryo. So, to measure gradient in the amphibian gastrula result in the formation of posterior axis in case of amphibians. First is BMP gradient that specify the dorsal ventral axis, and another one is the vent gradient that specify the anterior posterior axis. While the vent play a major role in specifying the anterior posterior axis, some other factors also that play a major role, for example the fibroblast growth factors that are critical in allowing cells to respond to this vent signaling or vent gradient. Retinoic acid, that is Ra, also seen to have a gradient highest at the posterior region of the embryo and of the neural tube plate, and these retinoic acid can also posteriorize the neural tube in a concentration dependent manner. And the retinoic acid signal is very important in patterning the hindbrain in case of amphibians, because it interact with these fibroblast growth factor signal to activate some posterior genes that are the Hox gene. So let us understand the model of organizer that function and axis specification occur in case of Xenopus gastrula. B First is BMP inhibitors. BMP inhibitors come from organizers. As we know, organizers is the dorsal tissue of the blastopore lip. So organizer tissue secrete inhibitors that are inhibitor of BMP. BMP inhibitors from organizer tissue. Organizer tissue consist dorsal mesoderm and pharyngeal mesoderm. Pharyngeal mesoendoderm. Pharyngeal mesoendoderm that block the formation of epidermis. These block the formation of epidermis. Ventrolateral mesoderm, ventrolateral endoderm. These organizer inhibitors of BMP will block the formation of epidermis, ventrolateral mesoderm and ventrolateral endoderm formation. Second is the Vant inhibitor in the anterior of the organizer that are the Cerberus, Frisbee, Dickoff and insulin growth factors. They allow the induction of head structure. Then third is a gradient of casualizing factor, that is the Vant, fibroblast growth factor and retinoic acid that will posterize the region of embryo and result in the formation of trunk region in case of amphibians, and result in the regional expression of Hox gene. Which specify the region of neural tube. This video I have talked about the head induction and the trunk induction in case of amphibians, or the formation of anterior posterior axis in case of amphibians. If you like my video, then please do share, comment and subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching my videos.